The locale Idubbbz saga, man. Oh my, excuse me. What a burp that was.
I know, I just talked about Ian, and dunking on him can get a bit repetitive, but sometimes I can't help myself. It's like a drug at this point. But if Ian wants me and many others to stop making videos on him, then he just needs to stop being a dipshit. That said, what could I possibly be covering today about Idubbbz that hasn't been said already? How much lower could Ian possibly get? What, was Ian spewing another terrible political take again? Did he make fun of another immigrant for having culture shock? Or maybe Ian is now a VTuber with the model of a cartoon dragon advertising an allegation that Ethan Klein molests his children.
Okay, Diesel, come on. That's too far even for me. You can't.
Oh my god, I hope this isn't true, dude. Idubbbz breaks my fucking heart. Because he, like, you know, in the golden era of YouTube, what I say is the golden era of YouTube, you know, where you had anything for views, How to Basic, Filthy Frank, all those guys making videos together. I understand there was some edginess, there were some things said that aren't, like, politically correct in today's, you know, day and age. I get that. I understand that completely. However, that content was some of the most enjoyable content there ever was. What? Oh, it's just a subscription? Oh, okay. Twitch is just charging me for subscriptions and shit right now. I'm like, what is going on? Anyway, that golden era of content was something really, really, really special, right? And the reason the other guys are, like, still okay, Max and Chad, for instance, they branched off into Cold Ones, and Max still does Max Mofo Pokemon. Those are two channels that are amazing. They still, like, you can watch any Cold Ones video, and it will make you feel like you're fucking 13, 14 again, you know, on your Nook tablet, opening YouTube and watching, you know, these YouTube videos for the first time. It's just beautiful. It's perfect. You know, fucking George, Filthy Frank, Pink Guy, Joji went on to make music that I guarantee you most of us kids that were watching Filthy Frank videos listen to Joji now to this day. I guarantee most of them do. Because not only does he make good music, but he was able to grow up with us. Max and Chad were able to grow up with us. They make a drinking show now. All of the kids who watched these videos, you know, back in the day are now getting around drinking age and stuff. Like, they grew up with us. Joji went through heartbreak, put out some albums, made music that we can listen to this day. What Ian did is got a girlfriend who does OnlyFans, which there's nothing wrong with that at all. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Sex work is work 1,000%. But Ian having the fan base that he has, I mean, I don't, like, of course the reaction was going to be what it was, right? But that wasn't his downfall. Then you had Creator Clash 1 and 2 and all the problems with people getting paid and all the drama surrounding those things. And then him talking shit about H3H3, which has gone on for fucking ever. They've talked shit back and forth to each other. I mean, it's just crazy. Ian is the only one who hasn't figured out how to adapt and go on. He's fucked himself repeatedly. And now he's like, they're broke and poor, and he gets online and he's doing all this e-begging, and he has this, like, he's always had an air of I'm better than you, I'm smarter than you, but it used to be funny. Now it's I'm better than you, I'm smarter than you, but I'm going to say some of the most brain dead shit you've ever heard in your life. It just doesn't work. That's why he gets all this hate, is because at one point in time he was like the king of edginess, pushing the limits, and then he completely flipped it and changed up his whole thing and started talking shit on people who do the same things he used to do. And then he did that whole cringy I have empathy now bullshit. It's like, whatever, dude, that's cringe.
Can't just make jokes that out of pocket.
I read this last night and I said, this seems like something someone might want to address. What in the world is that?
How are we just doing that? How are we just throwing around accusations like that? Yeah, you know that H3H2 guy who I've had beef with for fucking 5 years now on YouTube? Let me just throw this one into the mix. This crazy, unfounded accusation. Let me just pop it in the mix right there. You're out of your mind, dude. A little bit crazy. Not gonna lie. Little bit of a wild thing to do, pal. Little bit of a wild thing to do. Anyway, back to it.
I don't even know what to say at this point, and I know I keep saying this, but how the fuck does Idubbbz just keep getting worse? It seems that Ian has now embraced a new persona identity, using a shittily rendered cartoon dragon, and talks like he's living in the Middle Ages.
They bring up her husband's military service, calling him a war criminal. Pot calling the kettle black? What the fuck am I watching?
Is it more entertaining than watching human Ian? Admittedly, yeah. However, the trade-off is watching something that's incredibly unbearable and massively pathetic.
Apparently, Ethan Klein put up some sort of pedophile-related billboard, presumably because everyone hates him and he wants attention. His mind is not very sharp. Oh, someone's feelings were hurt.
Imagine doing this as a fucking dragon. Okay, listen, we've all been there. I was a tater tot for a little bit, trying to get me some burnt peanut viewers. Okay, we've all been there and we've all done it. But imagine being a dragon, accusing someone of being that, and talking all this crazy shit while doing an old-timey English accent while being a fucking dragon. How old is Idubbbz? He's like in his 30s now? And this is what he's doing? Holy shit!
An arrogant asshole who's constantly harassing people.
When is he gonna leave it alone, Idubbbz? When are you gonna leave it alone? You used to be entertaining. You used to make entertaining videos. You used to have something to say. For the past 3 years, all you've had to say is, Ethan from H3H3 is not a cool guy. I am a cool guy. I have empathy now. I'm better than Ethan from H3H3. That's all you've said, Ian, for the past fucking 3 years. We need some new shit. Just because you dress up as a dragon and put on an accent doesn't mean you're saying anything new. I remember when these guys used to be friends, dude. When these guys used to make videos together. And now Ian is dressed up as a dragon, calling him some insane, unfounded things. Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Maybe people don't want to be associated with an arrogant asshole.
Okay, so Retardgarian isn't the only new character on the Idubbbz stream show. Anissa has also embraced a new identity. And because Ian is a dragon, Anissa will have to pick something that relates to the creature. Out of all of the fantasy characters Anissa could have selected, she has decided to go with Imp. You know what? That one is actually very fitting. While Anissa never appears on screen, thank God, we do get to enjoy this individual's angelic voice to immerse ourselves into this new fantasy world.
The imp has something to say.
Oh.
The imp would like to say that the person who is asking the question about Destiny and whether or not we're now using him as a valid source, I know what you smell and look like, and your mother hates you. Die, but in a video game, of course.
Ah, yes. Now that is a voice I could tolerate from a stream that can last for hours.
The imp would like 34% of your gold.
Now, cringy VTuber models and voices aside, the real issue with this stream is obviously Ian highlighting a very damaging allegation that Ethan is a pedo and his children are not safe around him.
What are we doing?
Ian doesn't say he believes these allegations are true, and he tries to cover his scaly ass by saying that these accusations are fucked up, but it doesn't really come across as him saying it in a way like, I don't believe it, or I denounce what's being alleged here. He just finds an allegation against Ethan Klein and claims he better respond.
My watermark for the stream. I don't want any of my content being stolen.
What I mean,
But
how
I'm
brain dead are
putting
we?
it on screen
How brain
because
dead are
I
we?
think
Seriously,
it should
Idubbbz.
be addressed because it's a big, bold accusation that's very fucked up. Enlargis says, so Destiny is a reliable source of info now, or is it only people we don't like? We? Who's we? You? I don't know who you are. Also, I will say that I think Ethan Klein is terrified of this guy. So it's just kind of like legit.
I doubt Ethan Klein is terrified of Destiny. Okay? I doubt fucking anybody is terrified of Cucklord Destiny. I want to put that out there.
To me, it's super funny that he has so much smoke for everyone that he thinks he can
It's
bully.
so crazy to me. Idubbbz is like lobbed in with this side of the internet now. He's lobbed in with the Destinies and the H3H3s. Back in the day, Idubbbz was YouTube fucking royalty, bro. YouTube royalty. And now he's lobbed in with H3H3 and fucking Destiny. What an enormous downfall we have seen. An enormous downfall. A beautiful rise for the older golden era YouTube boys. You know what I mean? PewDiePie's retired. Buddy got his money and get the fuck out of here. Good for him. Jacksepticeye, I think he's got beef with Mr. Beast or some shit like that. Markiplier made a movie and got fucking rich. Max and Chad started a really good show. Started 2 incredible brands. Joji started an incredible music career. And Idubbbz became a VTuber. Holy shit. All that and Idubbbz became a fucking VTuber. Oh my god.
But the person that he's fucking terrified, he just keeps very overtly running from.
See, guys, this allegation right here, it's pretty bad. Ethan Klein touching his kids, that's fucked up, not funny, not cool.
Completely
messed up.
unfounded and
Anyways,
just
let's go ahead and make
insane
it the
to
stream
say,
watermark.
What the fuck is wrong
Holy
with you?
fuck.
Destiny is unhinged, and I've never heard this accusation before, and Ian fails to prove why it could be credible, or why it's worth displaying, or getting this accusation out to the public, yet he decides to parade it around, which kind of implies, like, it's pretty damning and there's evidence to back it up, or else why would you show it? Is this okay behavior to you? Is this empathy? Using unverified career-ruining accusations as your stream's watermark for everyone to see because you don't like the guy? People
It's a
can
bit
join
crazy.
midstream not knowing the
It's
context and
fucking
think,
ridiculous.
oh, I didn't know Ethan Klein was a kid diddler. Man, somebody should call CPS again. To take a page out of Ian's book, I've decided that just in case no one steals my shitty video that less than 200 people watch, I'm just gonna go ahead and put this here. Now, just to verify again, this is appalling, don't agree. With all that said, let us continue.
The imp would like to...
I love that. This guy Diesel Patches has a huge mega brain. Because that's literally what Idubbbz did. Put out just a completely ridiculous, unfounded, crazy, ridiculous accusation. It was just like, hey, I don't think it's true necessarily, but it should be addressed. Because it's a crazy accusation. You should address it. What a downfall we've seen.
comment on the
Holy
allegations.
Okay, go ahead, Imp.
The imp also heard somewhere that a court mandated that Idubbbz is prohibited from being less than 30 feet around schools.
Oh, well, thank you, Imp. I will update the watermark. It's just funny, too, because it's obvious he wants this allegation to spread, and it couldn't come from a more biased source. Before we continue on, I just want to mention Ian now has a viewer discretion warning on his streams, so I'm assuming we're getting pretty close to the Idubbbz OnlyFans arc. Be very afraid.
Oh,
These two
shit.
spend the rest of the stream shit-talking everyone on the H3 podcast while continuing to keep this unhinged comment on the screen.
I don't
for
understand why they still have beef. I don't understand. I guess it's never been painted clearly to me, like, what they're bitching about. Because I was following this a lot closer when there was, like, the content nuke and all that stuff years and years back. Why do they still fucking hate each other? What is the problem now? Because I know, like, a lot of this shit happened around Creator Clash, the first one. Was when Idubbbz really started getting a lot of heat, and the heat's just kind of stuck. Why do they still hate each other? What's the deal? What's the issue here?
everyone to see.
The imp knows that AB has a chin implant as well. The imp would like to say that Dan is by far the worst of all of the staff. The imp always remembers and will haunt your nightmares for the rest of eternity. Dan, you are a disappointment to your family lineage.
You don't understand.
He's talking shit about
we
the
won't get
crew
views
now.
if we don't harass people.
Yeah, how dare you bring harassment onto others, not like us presenting a life-ruining allegation towards a crowd of viewers that hate you. Oops. You and Anissa are literally doing the same shit Ethan does to you. You both say horrendous shit about each other, the only difference is your audience is much smaller, and that's nobody's fault but your own.
Maybe it's worth it, bitch. Maybe don't get views. Maybe that trade is not worth it.
I'm sure Ethan would rather be in the sorry state you two are in. Instead of making a shitload of money, he can sit in his swampy basement while playing furry with his OnlyFans wife. He's sure missing out.
Whoa, 25 gifted!
The imp is doing a little dance that you can't see.
Dance imp, the dance. The imp is dancing. Ooh!
Why was I able to smell that?
The imp would just like to say that we are blessed with mental health that is so strong, and we are genuinely very happy, and that is why we can joke and laugh with you all and give you all a break from this shit online. And I'm so glad that
From
we can
this
share
shit
that with all of
online.
you, and we love you.
This
very
is slop.
much.
Yeah,
Definitions
well, I think
of
the imp
slop
is
right
delusional and inhaling the most
And here
potent
I am
opium
watching
that
it.
exists today. Look at yourselves. You are not happy. Happy people don't spread around false pedophile allegations while disguised as a fruity cartoon dragon. This is
True.
wrong. You
True.
people need help. Go away. Go offline now. This is the most disturbing thing I've ever seen in my 8 years of making videos. This is a pathetic display of existing. Quit now.
Yeah, true. That's pretty fucking rough, boys. That's pretty fucking rough. What a fall from fucking glory Idubbbz is taking. Holy shit. Breaks my heart. That is crazy. Why are they still beefing? Why? Why is Ethan still doing this? I mean, fucking both of them. I'm sure Ethan's talking shit right back. I mean, I have no doubt in my mind he's talking shit directly right back. And his podcast gets way more views, I'm sure, so. A little bit of awkward over here.